Political tension, disappointing GDP data, and an inflation rate which is 0% make Israel a tough market, not least for banks. Yet a boom in the high-tech sector is providing new growth opportunities for its financial institutions. I'm joined by James King, who is the Middle East editor for The Banker, and James, you've just come back from Tel Aviv. So, can you give me some information about how the high-tech sector has been growing over the past 2 years?
That's right, Silvia. As you mentioned, it's been a very difficult couple of years for the Israeli economy. It's been bad news in terms of the fall in exports. But the good news story from the country really is the high-tech sector, which has been booming, particularly in the last 12 months. Now, the government has been very proactive in creating a very stable policy environment for high-tech to flourish in the country. And this has been accompanied by a high level of private sector investment as well. So we've seen a huge increase in terms of tech startups in the country. And to give you some idea, there are about 600 tech startups in Israel each year, and that compares to 400 in Europe and around 80 in Japan. So it's really a booming industry, and the banks are looking now to tap into that potential as a longer term.
Perfect. So how are they doing it? What kind of products are they getting their teeth in?
Well, basically what we've seen is a huge level of investment into programs like accelerators and innovation hubs, which are incubating basically fintech companies in the country, and they're offering obviously very attractive credit packages to these companies, and this is allowing them to grow from a very low base into much larger entities.
And what about the funding? So traditionally, I believe the funding was coming outside of the country. Now they're trying to bring it back, aren't they?
That's right, yes. So traditionally what we've seen is that a lot of venture funds have been operating in Israel with international backing and international money, and the banks are now trying to step into this market and replace that with domestically sourced funds.
Okay, fantastic. So great growth opportunities coming from the high-tech sector. What about some more traditional, perhaps, banking products? Are there any hopes there somewhere?
Well, actually, in the last few years, there's been a very low interest rate environment in Israel, which has been obviously encouraging sort of the growth of the real estate markets and obviously an increase in house prices. And in turn, this has led to an increase in mortgage lending and also into mortgage refinancing, which has been obviously encouraging for some banks like Mizrahi Tefahot, which is particularly strong in this sector. But also, we've seen the banks push into the retail market, into the ultra-Orthodox community, and also into the Arab-Israeli community, which are relatively underbanked in relation to other groups in Israeli society.
Yes, so we may see some more movements this year, next year.
That's right.
In banking terms in Israel.
That's exactly right, yes.
Thanks a lot for your comments.